We've seen the late night routines of the students at Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters. There's no curfew,
No door locks.
no rules. Just a bunch of runaway teens wandering in the garden, watching TV.
Making sandwiches in the master kitchen? It's like summer camp. Except there's no one looking out to make sure these teens aren't sneaking off to do something illegal or rub against each other.
Even better, they're all sleeping next door to one another. Xavier doesn't give a
So a gaggle
a murder.
of beautiful, confused teens, all at the pinnacle of evolution,
Perfect specimens of humanity.
all sleeping within spitting distance of one another.
It's the Olympic Village for mutants. There must be so much sex happening at that school. It really makes you think.
That it? You think the worst thing about Professor X is that you got a mansion full of horny mutant high schoolers just hanging around fornicating?
Best thing. You wanted the worst thing? I just skimmed your email.
I also was not clear on the assignment. I got an idea. How about no assignments for the only part of my day that isn't work?
Well, it's a good thing I also emailed the custodial staff, told them to take the rest of the day off because we are going to wipe your asses with the floor. Hit it!
I vote for new teams. Or their topic. Now, who is Colossus rubbing up against, and is he metal when he's doing it?
No, the original prompt stands. This is important to me.
God forbid a conversation happen organically.
Organic interaction is a myth. Hurt them for their insolence, Katie.
Fine. Okay, Dan wants me to bring up how no one working for Xavier knows for sure that he didn't brainwash the whole team.
Oh, yeah. It is strange that a group of trained killers united by a, frankly, divisive cause also happen to work for a guy whose power is brainwashing. You'd think one of them would probably want to look into that.
Or they just know they're on the right side because they're on the right side. Xavier wants coexistence between mutants and the people. That is inherently the right choice, so there's no need to question it.
Don't give up on the matter.
It's not like fans are reading X-Men comics and rooting for Magneto's plan to wipe out all inferior humans.
Yeah, because the fans reading are humans. Of course, that seems like the obvious moral choice from their perspective, but if you're actually living in the X-Men universe, Magneto's made some pretty solid arguments.
You are a god among insects. Never let anyone tell you different.
Oh, thank God. Right?
I mean, obviously not about the genocide.
Ugly. Ugly when you say it.
But the humans are objectively terrible for the mutants.
Unregistered mutant. Expendable.
I mean, before the intergalactic stuff, human society and the government are the biggest threats to the mutants.
No, I don't see a difference. All I see are weapons in our schools.
Yet, Xavier somehow keeps refilling his stockpile of moralist mutants who are willing to turn the other cheek, even though piles of them are getting murdered and thrown into cages.
Wait, why does that make him bad? It's basically the story of every good guy in the history of oppression. Martin Luther King, Gandhi, Brigham Young.
Yes, thank you. Back on track. Katie?
But no historical figure has the power to literally change his enemy's mind. Also, Brigham Young is a terrible example.
How could you have possibly known that?
Great point, Teamy. Professor X claims that he's working towards peace, but he is literally the only person on the planet who could both find the most dangerous, bigoted people in the world and incept them without a single person dying. And yet, what does he do?
Throws mutant bodies at the problem until there aren't any bodies left to throw.
Yeah! Yes! Good. Did I write that? I am the best.
And Xavier is not above tinkering with people's minds. I mean, he said he only uses it for good causes, but he breaks that rule arbitrarily.
How do you know? You're not the only one with gifts.
Where are you going?
Where's he going?
He's over there.
What are you doing over here?
We're not actually doing it. If you just stick to the thing.
In the first movie, he controls Toad and Sabretooth's bodies, but he doesn't bother to do it later when the mutants are kicking the shit out of his team.
Sure, skipping ahead. In Deadly Genesis, he sends an entire team of X-Men to die, and Cyclops is the only one who survives. And instead of dealing with that fallout, he erases Cyclops' memory and covers his tracks.
In the first X-Men, he won't mess with the Senator's mind because it's not right. But then, in the next movie, he mentally paralyzes everyone except the president while the man is giving a national address just to be like, hey, I can do this whenever I want. This is what my team of human super weapons looks like. The one that tried to kill you sitting on your desk. Peace!
Michael, why are you helping them floor wipe our asses?
No, this side's fun. Finally get to tear down a guy in a wheelchair for once.
Oh god, and he takes in all those sad kids. I mean, it's called a school, but it's just a guy with the power to brainwash anything who has a compound with a bunch of weaponized children that he's training for his own personal army.
Plus, It's not like the education they get's even any good. I mean, those classes are full of kids of all ages and being taught by his soldiers. He's got Storm teaching history instead of, I don't know, meteorology.
It's because he's spending all of his money on recruitment instead of curriculum. More like the University of Dark Phoenix. Am I right?
And we learn in the comics that he has a contingency plan.
Dark Phoenix.
Yeah, it was good. A contingency plan in case he needed to kill any of his students if they turned on him. A contingency plan he developed by finding out their weaknesses by talking to them as their teacher and friend.
But why?
Why what?
Why would he do any of this? Why would he secretly perpetuate a war between mutants and humans? What's the end goal of constant war?
Sink the dagger, Katie.
I only have a spoon, and he's my friend.
No, there's a subheader called the dagger in
Oh.
the thing.
Sorry. It's chess to him.
The comics and the cartoon go to elaborate lengths to show that Xavier is the smartest person on the planet. But the movie shorthand of that is he's just really good at chess. And if you're movie smart, you don't just win chess once and then quit because you were victorious. You set up those pieces again and again and again because chess is the only way to test your brain.
Xavier keeps the war going because that keeps runaway teens filtering into his school, which allows him to keep building his army to start the war with Magneto all over again.
It's been a while since I've played.
Because he's just bored.
Yes. Thank you.
Wow.
Oh,
What?
don't you see what he did? The emails, the assignments, the teams. He orchestrated all of this. He made us hate him just so that he could prove that he could weasel his idea back into our brains and turn us back to his side again. Dan Xaviered us.
The next move is yours.
Oh my god, he did?
Just because he was bored. Ooh!
Is that true, Daniel?
The once and future King me.
Oh, maybe not.
You know, I like it better this way, where he's just broken instead of diabolical.
How did you never learn the rules to chess?
Chess is for nerds. It's a two-person endeavor.
There it is.
Voila.
I could teach you chess.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, don't get weird about it.
No, that'd be great, Dad.
Don't like tell me how much it means to you.
I'll be the mommy.
Hi everybody, thank you for watching that episode about X-Men. You can like and subscribe, or you can tell us other things that you hate about Magneto or Xavier, who the episode was about. Maybe you noticed a certain number of Easter eggs in this episode. Dan has an X on his pancakes for Xavier or the X-Men. This is toast and it's burned because Pyro.
Does that.
This is a croissant. It's in the shape of a laying down rogue. And this is, of course,
Time
cream.
has not been great to Rogue.
Cream
Rogue is
Cream from Cream Man.